Welcome to Darksiders 3 Beginner's Guide, you dodgy bastards. Darksiders 3 is a pretty straightforward game. There aren't many things that need talking about, but here are some tips that will make your life easier. First and foremost, Darksiders 3 is all about upgrading your character and upgrading weapons. Without it, you will soon find yourself unfit to challenge enemies in your areas, especially on hard difficulties. They will destroy you in 1 or 2 hits and you'll soon be frustrated as hell, asking yourself questions: what the hell are you doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. The only thing that you need to do is upgrade as much as you can. Exploration in this game is fairly simple, so you shouldn't have any issues finding these clusters of souls. And also you can smash some objects like barrels and they can sometimes drop more clusters. Best time to use these clusters when you have amassed them is when you enter a new area and you see that you just cannot cope with enemies. That's when you need to go to Vulgrim, use every cluster that you have and upgrade attributes. The attribute that you want the most is definitely health, especially on hard difficulties. No matter what kind of build you are going for, what are you focusing on, health should be a priority. When progressing through the game, you will unlock more hollow weapons. Whenever you unlock a hollow weapon, there will be some kind of additional move that you can use to access previously inaccessible areas. Revisit areas frequently to uncover new paths that will lead you to more clusters, upgrade materials, and so on. During your playthrough you'll uncover a lot of shards. Don't be stingy, use them in tough fights. They can prove to be invaluable, especially Undying Shard against bosses. If you are struggling against a certain boss, having Undying Shard active will prevent you from dying. Just make sure to have it active. Other shards are useful as well. Fortification, Frenzy, Havoc, Wrath. Everything's got its use, so don't be stingy, use them. Here's one tip when cycling through shards. Whenever you find the shard that you want to use and you use it in the middle of the battle and now you want to go back to the Nephilim's Respite, a healing potion basically, press down on D-pad. By pressing down on directional pad, you'll automatically switch back to Nephilim's Respite. Crafting in this game is quite basic. You get to Ulthane and he offers 2 options: upgrade weapon or upgrade enhancements. All the materials that you've collected can be used here to upgrade weapons and enhancements. Enhancements have 2 paths. You choose one and you stick with that, and in the end you can opt to do the maximum upgrade, which will unlock bonuses from both paths. Over the course of the game you'll find plenty of adamantines, slivers and whatever, so don't be shy about upgrading. Especially during the early and mid game, upgrade your main weapon and every hollow that you have. There's no reason not to do it. End game materials are rare, so that's when you're going to have to decide what you want to upgrade to the fullest. Up until that point, upgrade everything. There's plenty of materials around. You can also buy some of it from Vulgrim. After every boss fight, check Vulgrim's stock and usually he's got new angelic and demonic artifacts to purchase. The more you progress in the game, the more of these items he will have. The game has a lot of combos to offer. You can choose to do whatever the hell you want, but I will show you 2 combos that are especially useful. One versus single target enemies that are usually tough to take down, and another one that is great against groups of enemies. Both are very simple to do. Let's talk about the single target one. Now, plenty of difficult enemies that you will usually end up fighting 1 versus 1. In most cases, if they are not too sturdy, you can crowd control them to their death. The combo that you want to do is called Unholy Exorcism. It does significant amount of damage, but what's more important is it launches enemies in the air, making them unable to react in any way. Also, when they fall down on the floor, you can do this combo again and they will be launched in the air again, rinse and repeat until they are dead. It won't work against some armored enemies that are immune to being staggered, but for most part it does work. Second very useful combo is very simple one. You just hold down square button and you'll do a huge AoE combo called Chain Cycle. It's fantastic against large groups of enemies because it will damage everything, stagger most of them. Usually when there's a large group of enemies attacking you, they are mostly weaker, so that means staggering them with this combo is very important so that you don't get hit. Also, if an enemy is in the middle of a jump and you hit it with Chain Cycle, they will drop to the floor without hitting you. Last tip I can give you is about a possible bug. I don't know if this has been fixed or not, but either way, if this happens to you, you will now know how to counter it. When I reloaded my game, I did not have Flame Hollow anymore, so I couldn't progress. I thought it was a game-breaking bug. It turns out that I just didn't read tooltips as much as I should have. So anyway, this is how you turn hollows back on if they are out. Hold down L1 button and press square, circle, triangle or X. Any hollow that you want. That's how you change hollows as well. In my case, I did not have Flame Hollow, so what I needed to do is just hold down L1 button and press circle. Afterwards it appeared again and I could progress. That would be all for this video. I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching and see you soon.